so excited. I love this guy. You guys know that. You've seen him here on the show a million times. He's got a brand new book and a very, very big food drive that we all need to hear about and contribute to. The pastor of the Rock Church, Miles McPherson, is back on the front page. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's happening? What's happening?
What's up?
I feel like your new book is speaking to me, discovering who you were created to be, because I'm still trying to figure out.
Aren't we all trying to figure out who we are? And here's your signed copy, my HB.
Thank you, sir.
Nice.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, before we get started, real quick, I know that Tim Tebow has been in your church when he was here in San Diego with the Broncos. Okay, what would you think about Tim Tebow with the Chargers?
It depends on the position he's going to play. I mean, I would like him out here just to have him out here because he's a great leader. He would have a great influence on the community, on the team. Are they talking about that?
Well, I mean, I am.
Well, we are. Okay. We're crossing our fingers.
I'm trying to push my agenda, you know.
Well, is he, it depends on if he is willing to play another position, because I think that would be the only premise they would bring him, or anybody would bring him. But I would love him out here.
Well, I mean, the guy could play part-time quarterback, part-time running back, part-time, tight end.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy could do so many things. Why not just, figure out how to best utilize his skills and then go for it?
Right.
Well, I think teams could do that, and then he would have to be willing to do that.
Right.
Which I think he would. I know it's hard to play quarterback, but then you have to deal with all the media and all the distraction, and if teams don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
But if you have him at a quarterback role, you have to take into consideration the distraction is going to be for your quarterback. And because, Phillip Rivers, you're going to take Phillip Rivers out and for a play or two, that just doesn't, that's not the style.
I know, but could you imagine him being on the field with Phillip Rivers?
That's a different story.
Right.
That would be
Would be
great.
good.
Just
Would
being in
be
the
very
stadium.
good.
Just being in the stadium.
All right, we got a lot to talk about. We don't have a lot of time. You got a million things to do, and you know the way TV works. All right, so talk to us first and foremost about this big food drive that you have going on down at the Rock Church.
This is our 5th year. We collect food during the month of May because during the summer months, there's about just under 250,000 kids who don't get food from school. And so we do our push when no one else is doing the push, which is right before the summer. We're trying to collect 30,000 pounds of food. Last year we collected 28,000 pounds of food. Good Friday we did 4,000 just on that one day. And so we're encouraging people during the month of May to give them food to the food bank, or they can bring it to the Rock any day during the week and drop it off in the lobby. Again, last year we did 28,000 pounds. We're going for 30,000 pounds.
So we were just looking at the food that you guys brought in. I just want to make sure for people that say, how do we do this? What kind of foods? We're looking over at the food drive stuff that you brought. I see oatmeal, I see rice, I see canned vegetables. So Miles, you guys will take anything, is that right?
Stuff that won't perish, obviously non-perishables, but and then you could always go to the food bank, the website, our website, the food bank website. You could bring it to the food bank directly. The main point is to get them as much food as possible, because during the summer they're going to get an influx of 250,000, 230,000 kids who are not going to get food because they're not in school.
Right.
And so there's a big heightened need right here in San Diego.
All right, so again, for those of you that are just kind of catching on to what we're talking about, this is a story you may not even realize is an issue.
Yeah.
But the problem is you got all these kids in San Diego that get lunch in public schools. Then all of a sudden, here comes summertime, there's no food.
Right, there's got nothing. And when you think about it, if you look inside your cupboards now, I feel like there's plenty of stuff you probably haven't touched for months. Like, take it out,
No doubt.
Bring it down there.
Yeah,
Especially
just a couple of
non-perishable.
cans. I mean, a couple of cans is a few pounds, and if everybody just brought a couple of cans, there you go. And, and you're talking about feeding thousands and thousands, 23,000 meals is 30,000 pounds.
Right.
And so you're talking about feeding a lot of people. We take for granted that we can eat when we want. And, we can go out, we can, hey, maybe I'll have a snack. And there are people, there's 14% of San Diego live under the poverty line. That's 14%. Almost 1 in 5, 1 in 6 people live under the poverty line. And most of us don't know what that means. And so it's a chance for us to reach out and help some people.
Yeah. All right, we got so many things to talk to you about, but 90 seconds to go here. God in the Mirror is the new book. I listen to your sermons on Sunday mornings online, and I go, oh my God, he's talking directly to me. Tell me about the book real quick in 60 seconds.
We all know that everyone's made an image of God. God made us in his image, so when he looked at us, it'd be like he was looking in the mirror. There's a couple, a biracial couple, they had twins. One twin was white. It was a little white girl, and her brother was a brother. He was a black kid, but they were twins. And both of the parents, even though they had kids that were different race than them, expected to see themselves in their children. So if God made us to be his children, he expects to see himself looking as though he's looking in the mirror. This explains what it means to be made in the image of God, the potential, how unique we are. We're one of a kind, special people, and we're not just some accident that just grew out of the ground. And so this is going to help people understand how powerfully magnificent they are. Psalm 139 says that we are marvelous. And I love to say it like I'm from Harvard. Like you're from Harvard.
I love it too, yeah.
So it talks about how marvelous you are and how great you are. You can go to Amazon and get it. It's available.
I can't wait to read it. I don't know how you
great.
find time to do all this stuff. Thanks to Miles McPherson. If anybody wants to donate food, take it to the Rock Church anytime. Drop it in the red bins in the lobby. The address 2277 Rosecrans. And we want to help them collect 30,000 pounds. Stay with us.